Okay, Steve here, Leading Dental. Right now we're going to do a quick overview and in-service on the TB Compass, so the main features and functions and how to use the chair. So we'll start with the light here. So this is the top of the line LED 900 series light. So what we do, we've got that seamless sensor control on here. So we just wave our hand to turn on and off. If we hold our hand under here, it goes into composite mode. You'll see this flashing here to indicate that we're in composite. We can go on and off and it will go straight back up to full brilliance. Seamless dimming control just to control here. Down here on the assistance console, we've got a 3-position switch. We can turn it off and we put it on manual mode. It then bypasses all the dimming and puts you onto full manual. So that's the functionality there. Pivoting spittoon bowl here. We can remove the spittoon bowl here. We put it in, just sort of put it in there, get the hands on there, palms, guide it in. Make sure that the bowl is a little bit moist before you put that into there. Give the spittoon a bit of a rinse. That way that the spittoon will glide in there a little bit easier. The assistance arm here, so we've got the ratchet movement on this. So ratchets up into position. If we want to drop it, we just lift. There's a little button on here. We push the button and then we allow it to go back down again. We've got the main controls on here on the assistance side. So we've got the spittoon here and the bowl rinse. We've got 1 and 2, which are our presets. LP for last position and the 0 position. So 0 position is usually entry exit with the chair all the way down and the backrest up. So LP stands for last position. So no matter how much you fine tune those movements of the chair, so you can have the chair in some really strange position. When you hit LP, it sits only the backrest up. It doesn't change the height of the chair, so the backrest will come up to a preset position that you can set. When you hit LP, it will go back into the last position that the chair was in. So that's a really good one for a bowl rinse, would be for the spittoon, it'd be the most common way that that's used. So as you notice there, when the chair drops down, the light automatically comes on as well, which is a nice feature when in auto mode. And if we hit the 0 button, it does the opposite, turns the light off as it comes up. So we'll move over to the double articulating headrest. We just push these 2 buttons here. That gives us full movement. As soon as we let go, the headrest stops. So for children, you can fold the headrest back on itself. If you've got room and you want to bring a wheelchair in for a quick consult, you can fold it backwards on itself like that. So it's just manually up and down. Now this headrest is designed to cradle the neck, so the neck gets cradled in here, so you don't have to support the whole head, just the neck, and it gives you maximum versatility of movement in there. So that's a nice little feature, the double articulating headrest. Entry exit on this one, we can, because it's the TB Compass, we can move this around the back. Now that gives us a nice unobstructed entry in for the patient. We can just move that to the side. Patient comes in, we turn the armrest back in again, we move the doctor's console around, and away we go. We're ready for action. So all of that scary stuff is hidden around out of the way, and we've got a nice clean flow, which is an awesome design of this chair with that side delivery. Now we'll go through some of the functions on the doctor's tray here. We've got 4 hangers, 4 handpiece hangers here. We've got the triplex syringe. So triplex syringe, fairly simple. We've got 2 optical handpiece lines as standard in here. On this one here, we've got the electric motor. So this is the NLX Nano, top of the line LED titanium motor. It's tiny, you know, but maximum power. These things are just phenomenal. So recommended there from NSK, and we've got the Acteon SP Neutron here, the scaler, which has got cruise control. So we've got the full functionality and feedback system that comes with the SP Neutron, which is amazing. So foot pedal. If we pick up the handpiece. So if we have a look here, we can see that we can control the power setting by sliding the foot pedal left to right. So it gives us that nice little bar graph that we can see the power control coming up and down. We can then change the modes from endo, perio or scaling. We've got that full control on the touchpad there. We can lock in a power setting by hitting the triangle button. That will lock in the power setting so that it will not change with the sliding, and the little light will indicate on top of the F button. Now,
To then release that and turn it back into variable mode, all we're going to do is hit the little F button, which is now highlighted with a little green light, and then we go straight back into our variable mode again. Okay, so we'll go over the two buttons on the foot pedal now. So what we've got there, the first one is the water control. Now we can turn the mist air and water on both together, or we can switch each one individually, either on or off. And that's a mode we can set in the back end of the chair quite easily. So that's a little toggle there for water on and off. And then next to that we have the chip air button. So the chip air button is basically just a way to give us a little blast of air. So we're blasting that air out without any water, just as an option, alternative to picking up the triplex syringe. So we can blast a bit of air just by hitting that chip air button. So a nice little feature on the. So just as a recap, we've just got all of the main functions on here, the manual chair controls, we've got all of our function features, we've got our power control settings, our cup fill, our bowl rinse. So everything is available here at easy reach on the doctor's console. All of the blue controls on the bottom here, blue for water, so we can adjust our water control up and down. The yellow one there is for our triplex syringe, so the blue and the water there for the triplex. We can turn off and de-energize our water bottle there to fill it up. And then at the back of the console there, we've got the silver switches for the main power for the chair, which will also de-energize the water bottle. But usually for de-energizing the water bottle, we just do the other switch there. Okay, under here we've got the oil catcher. So if there happens to be any excess oil in any of your hand pieces, all the exhaust air goes through into this bottle, and any oil is going to get caught in here, and it will fill up to the red line. Now this should never happen if you've got a quality handpiece oiler like the NSK iCare. You're going to eliminate any oil that might be in those hand pieces. Now we're just going to go on to the filter. Now this is all still clean, it's a brand new chair, so I don't need to worry about being gloved up. But this is our filter basket. So daily you can just take this and take it to the stereo room, give it a clean. You can buy these filters straight from us. They come in a pack of 10, so they're reasonably priced. You can just change them in any stage. That just pops back in and we shut the lid on that. Also down here we've got, down where our manual control for our light, we've got some quick connect fittings down here. So you can use fitting for quick connect air and water. So if you've got something like a blaster, little sand blaster that you want to plug in, or a scaler, or one of the new Combi Pro systems with the air profi and the scaling, you can plug all these sorts of things into here, so it's very convenient for you to use.